My name is RighteousNicky, and welcome to another Overmind game. We're going to be playing on Towers of Doom, and bans are going to be Genji and Chromie. Two pretty solid bans. First pick Kerrigan here. This is a very unlikely first pick. Might be a Kerrigan main, and we're gonna get a Hanzo into Kerrigan. I don't know if Hanzo is a very good choice into Kerrigan, but Towers of Doom is a map where Hanzo could be pretty mobile and jump through pretty big gaps, so it makes some sense here for the Hanzo pick, and also the poke can allow you to interrupt the altars pretty solidly. Now I've highlighted Tassadar for now, but since we're gonna get two auto attackers, Karazim by the way, I don't know about the Karazim either. He just picked Karazim hero. Very interesting pick so far. It actually made, maybe he picked Karazim because I highlighted Tassadar, but it definitely makes some sense that the Tassadar shoot could work pretty well with them. They're gonna go forward with Stukov and Aurak, so their team is already pretty magic oriented. Aurak probably gonna be on the soul lane, could be also Kerrigan. And I'm gonna suggest to my teammate here, Zarya seems nice because I like the shield, because their team is very focused around bursting a single target with the Kerrigan combo or the Aurak combo, and Zarya can very well prevent that. Also frontline Muradin, so we already have a good 4-man team. Problem is that we don't have a good soul laner here. Probably you would send like Muradin in this situation, I don't know, but they're gonna pick Garrosh, which is a pretty strong tank because it actually works very well with Aurak. If you manage to, even with Kerrigan, if you manage to get someone in the combo, Garrosh can then throw that target into the team, so they definitely make some sense. And they're going to go for a third DPS here, very aggressive team. While I last picked the Tyrande. Now, this guy asked me to go for the cleanse talent on level 4. Now, I actually very rarely go for this talent. I generally like to stick on for the counter eye resistance magic resist. I just really like to give like 15 magic resist to someone and know that I can give even more because it can stack. Now the Celestial Attunement does have a cleanse element to it, which could be very strong versus Garrosh and Aurak. It also cleans silences this Tyrande one. The main problem I have with it, because I've played it before, the main thing I don't like about it is it's very weak versus Stukov. Because you can cleanse the Stukov silence, but the swell of Stukov's arm, you cannot cleanse that. It's just a durational swell. So I think you keep getting the swallowed if you get hit by the Stukov combo, if you have that level 4 Tyrande talent. So that's kind of annoying to get versus Stukov, considering they have already hard picks like those two. But I'm gonna go on aggressive, very aggressive versus the Phoenix here. Try to remove his shield and then his start bullying on his HP. Not gonna be able to land this stun, but I already have 2 stun stacks, and one thing, Tyrande is actually a very good 1v1er when it comes to 1v1 trade-offs. When it comes to wave clear, Tyrande is pretty weak, but since we didn't have any other choice for the soul lane, Karazim is pretty good on AoE healing, which can be very useful for our team. I felt like it was best for our team to just send myself on the soul lane. A Kerrigan attempt here to gank me, but I think he should have tried to go with the combo instantly instead of waiting me to run a bit. Maybe he was trying to bait me, but I had a stun, so that was pretty good for me. Now, I'm gonna land another stun on the Phoenix here. Now I'm gonna be having a bit low on HP moment here, but one good thing here that I've noticed on this matchup is that I can stop his shield refreshment duration by poking him with an owl when he's backing up, so I can keep Phoenix on a distance pretty well. My only problem here is going to be mana. I'm going to be very mana hungry, especially till I get some mouse stacks and hopefully complete my quest, my stun quest, which, by the way, I've never completed whenever I took it. This is the quest I actually the least take, and there is a very particular reason why I took it in this situation. Our build is very weak versus Tukov, because he can heal them up very well, and the out damage is nullified. Though I would suggest you actually, if you're playing Tyrande or this map, for you to take the owl build, because just the poking damage and the empower on level 13 can help you very well to just stall for the objective, which is a very cool tool to have. And this is one of the maps where the game can actually go to late game, because you cannot hard push and you can actually potentially get a lot of owl stacks. I'm gonna try to interrupt the Phoenix here. We actually managed to secure 2 objectives already, which is pretty surprising. Their team is a bit on the AFK side, but this is gonna be fine. I'm gonna heal myself. And the reason I took the stun quest, by the way, is because I was planning to stay with Muradin and just land easy combos, so I can maybe get it, and then with the completion of the quest, getting that extra range on the stun allows me to throw it from a safer distance and potentially not get caught. That was my plan with taking this quest this game. So our team got a bit cocky there, trying to contest the top right shrine altar. I'll be training with the Phoenix here. There's always the risk that someone is gonna gank here, which is the Stukov, and I'm gonna die. If I didn't miss my stun, maybe I could have gotten the kill and survived, but yeah, Phoenix did sidestep it, and yeah, this is the second time I'm ganked on the top there. I think there was at least 2 times Kerrigan and now Stukov, and that means that we're losing pressure on the other lanes, which is not good. We need to have maybe Hanzo a bit more time on the middle, so I just don't get ganked, man. I know it was partially my mistake that I didn't watch the map, but as a Tyrande, I just need to keep the pressure on the Phoenix, because if I don't do that, he already has very good minion push, and I've noticed that when I go attack him, he tries to retaliate to trade with me, so he misses on the minion push. So far, we're gonna lose Karazin here, unfortunately. Level 7, I'm on 7 stacks, and Kerrigan is gonna try to contest me here. I'm gonna die into the combo here, land into the combo, and I think I'm just gonna die here, because that Kerrigan just outplayed me very well, yeah? He just sidestepped my stun, and this is, when you die 2 times like this is a point where in your matchup that you decide to stop overextending as Tyrande, and I'm pretty sure the same thing came to my mind when I was playing the game. When you get like 2 deaths for pushing too hard, you just decide to maybe start walking around a bit more with your team and just soak the top only when you need to, when it gets pushed. So we're actually gonna start losing a lot of our team members here. 1 level down, so things are not looking very great for us. We're going to be losing some of the objectives as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to stick a bit more with my teammates now. Since I have the cleanse is actually gonna be very strong for my teammates and not for me, because if I'm silenced or stun, I actually cannot use that on myself. So that is actually one of the reasons why I don't really go this talent, because as a Tyrande... Oh, am I gonna die to an Aura combo here? Yeah. I wanted to help my teammates there, but they just turned their focus to me. Oh well. That is one of the reasons I go for the purple level 4 instead of the orange for the magic resist, because a lot of the times as a Tyrande, I like to go into a lot of 1v1 situations, and having that magic spell armor up on me for like maybe 30% is a very good tool to 1v1 as a Tyrande, because whatever hero you're playing against, all of them have some kind of abilities, so just having that reduction is very strong. By the way, I did manage to save the Muradin there, and that was a bit of a misplay from the Kerrigan. Not only did she kind of flew with the Muradin jump there, but she forgot to land an auto attack, which might have potentially killed the Muradin. So The double kill is actually working pretty decent at the moment, but we should back away now because the keep now is oh, Aurak charged there perfect into the. Oh, Zarya, we're going to be able to protect her. Can we land a stun here? It is not going to be needed. Their team is making some. I mean, actually, they're not making mistakes. They're getting a bit unlucky there, in my opinion. But I think it was our mistake there to overextend so much into the keep. But we're just taking those kills, man. That was very fortunate for us, and we're going to be able to contest this objective here with the numbers. Now, Karazim is actually a bit late to the party, but I'm gonna try to come in. Hanzo's gonna survive, and I'm just gonna heal the Zarya a bit. We're gonna get targeted, but those two guys are gonna explode. I'm trying to get those auto attacks and heals. But yeah, we're going to secure this objective, and I did went for the Shadow Stock. Now, potentially Starfall could have been a very decent choice here. I generally like the Shadow Stock mainly for the attack speed, because when you have more attack speed on Tyrande, that means that you can heal more often. So it's partially an offensive and a defensive ultimate, while Starfall is just damage and swap. It doesn't give you any healing element, that's why I'm gonna mark the Garrosh here. And by the way, FYI, Tyrande is a bit of a soft counter to Garrosh just because of the mark. Because as lower as Garrosh goes, he gets more armor up to 50, and just reducing that armor by 25 when he's low on HP is just so crucial to bursting him down that Tyrande just fits pretty well versus that hero in particular. Now, let me see a Kerrigan here. If we get a good... I've been tossing my stuns quite a lot here, by the way, randomly. Just because I want to try to complete my quest faster. I already have 10 stacks, that means that I won't have mana cost on it anymore, which means I'm going to be pretty healthy on mana now, since I'm gonna need to waste mana only for out and heal. Another stack there. But not only that, it just pumps up the damage of the ability. Now, a smart Tyrande would often just save it to combo with Muradin. But I've been using it a bit more wasteful at the moment just to complete some stacks. I'm gonna go into the Q because I know I need to cast it on Zarya soon. We're gonna get marked, but by the way, the Zarya ultimate, they're closing 3 people down. We're going to get 1-for-1, and now it seems like they're on the run. I really like the ultimate choice by the Zarya, by the way. The Graviton Surge. It's an ultimate that I personally, even when I play Zarya, I very rarely take it. It's usually very good versus immobile heroes such as they are. Like, yeah, Tas, Kerrigan and Aurak do have mobility, but their mobility is very engage-wise. For instance, Kerrigan cannot really use her jump to go back toward her teammates, and yeah, Aurak could potentially have telekinesis, but generally, getting Stuko for Garrosh in the ultimate can help you out to burst him pretty well. And if you pick the other Zarya ultimate, you could potentially block Stukov's path or Garrosh's path, but generally you cannot really stuck. Oh, gonna get the... Maybe I shouldn't have proc the second heal there so the pawn would proc, but overall, another Garrosh kill here, and seems like the game is turning very well for us. We're actually leading with 11 points here and 1 level now, and this is going absolutely great. The orange talent, by the way, the Celestial Attunement, the cleanse on level 4, has been working out pretty well, as suggested by our team member. I actually forgot who suggested, I think the Zarya. But surprisingly, it has worked pretty well. Pretty well indeed. Now, I did went for the pink owl talent because if you don't go on level 1 the owls, I would suggest you that you spec into the pink one. Because having that minus 25 damage, especially on heroes like Kerrigan and Aura, can help your team tremendously to self-sustain, especially with double support. And this is a talent, another talent that I very rarely pick that I'm gonna pick here. Oh, I'm rooted. Thank you for the shoot, Zarya. Going to Graviton Surge, gonna close them out away from me. And this, I mean, excellent palm there, but just the Graviton Surge allows us to not only get away from Garrosh, but just allow me to stun, as well Murden to stun. Hanzo to stun just works exceptionally well. I'm gonna upload the Zarya. Makamu, that's how I call him, MACM. He's a bit hated Grandmaster player nowadays, such as myself in Hero League, but he plays very interesting stuff. I really like his Kel'Thuzad. I don't like some his other heroes that he's shown, like his Murky, but at the moment he's playing Zarya very well, and we're gonna already secure 2 keeps. There are there are 2 left, by the way. This is incredibly big lead, by the way. We have the 16 and the 2, and we're gonna try to pressure the last keep here. Phoenix staying around here casually, but if he's AFK, he's not. We might be able to secure 1 kill here randomly and just close out the game. We're gonna go very aggressive for that keep with the Zarya shoots, with the double tank and double support. I'm trying to see what's happening, but seems like I'm gonna land a stun there, but it's not going to be enough. Zarya is looking for an opportunity here, maybe. Explosion shield, by the way, a talent that I very rarely take on the Zarya. Gonna double heal him there. Gonna Pogotovnosti, gonna catch the Aurak only, but I'm gonna land a stun in a mark. Is that going to be enough? Hanzo arrow going in. Excellent, we're gonna grab 1 kill. The double Murden stun there. Is that going to be enough on the Stukov? No, it's not, but still, that is going to allow us to finish out this keep. They did manage to take out the other 2 keeps, but now they have 30 seconds on the Aurak, and the objective is 25. So they're going to have a bit of a problem here. And the good thing is that we secured the top keep, and now we're going to pressure the camps. 3 camps are going to be escorted on the top. So in this situation, we can spread our forces and force them to be in a very unfavorable situation. I'm gonna tell to my teammates I'm gonna stay on the top. I'm like the weakest. I'm the weakest for team fights compared to the other 4, and I can just pressure 1v1 pretty well if someone does decide to come, which is going to be Garrosh. So with the Tyrande mark, I can actually force Garrosh away. They don't have a tank on the 4 main. Kerrigan is gonna die, and yeah, I'm gonna mark one of them past. Gonna kill the Garrosh, and this is going to be game, as well as the outer popping up. And holy shit, actually we were losing this pretty hard, and not pretty hard, but we were losing the early game, and we did manage to turn them because the enemy team makes some mistakes, going pretty cocky on the bottom keep. They had all the reason to go on the bottom keep, by the way, because it was in their control, but yeah, they got a bit unlucky, and we just managed to push the momentum in our favor. So that's going to be an Overmind Tyrande game, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay righteous.